welcome to a wonderful, episode of Hats Off. Y'all see where I ain't taking that off though. You feel me? It's called Hats Off, but I ain't even taking it off. Sometimes you gotta keep it with the Scully. It's cold out there. You feel me?
It's chilly today.
That's a fact. I'm G Dash Jones. I will be your host, and I'm talking to the activist, the author. Okay, right? The 100% real talker. You feel me? You feel me? They don't feel me. They don't know. They don't know.
Come on, well, they're going to find out. All y'all got to do is lock in right now.
That's a fact. And the media personality, Hanif Salam. What up, bro?
Yes. Oh, man, much love and appreciation, man. I appreciate you, G, for inviting me through, man, having me on your show. I tip my hat to you. Hats off to you, man. I've always loved the work that you do on that microphone, man.
Hold on. These ain't about my flowers. This is your flower talk. Hold on. What are
you know me. I'm positive vibes only, bro. It's always love.
Facts. So I've been waiting to talk to you. So, real talk. So, because we've been moving in circles for a minute. With that said, first of all, tell the people a little bit about yourself.
Man, I'm Hanif Salam, born and raised right here in Wilmington, Delaware. And I'm just a positive black man that believe your dreams can be your reality because I'm living a dream. You know what I'm saying? I was born and raised in South Bridge. A lot of people told me what I couldn't do, what I wouldn't do, what I shouldn't do. And now I'm just living the good life, man, and trying to show others how they can live the good life too.
That's a fact. That's a fact.
You know?
Okay. Right, so now I know about Southbridge, right? So you know what I mean. It's round the way. You know what I mean. If you watch it from a different area, it's from round the way. You heard me? Right,
yes, sir.
It gets how it get. Now, what made you want to be like such a positive influence and kind of like what got you into that vibe?
Man, because it was so rough. Like my life was so rough. I made a conscious decision to live that street life as a teenager and a young adult. You know, and through living the street life. It caused me to be in and out of jail. You know what I'm saying? It caused me to be in dangerous and unsafe situations, you know? But that last trip on the inside, man, it was the birth of my first daughter. I came home to a newborn daughter, and I told myself from that point, no matter what I need to do was going to be done to be able to provide for my daughter and her mom. That was 2003, and then that's what I did. You know what I'm saying? Long story short, I got two daughters now. Both of them were scholar students in college. You see what I'm saying? I started a career helping people. I got over 15 years in nonprofit work, running programs, running nonprofits, specifically in reentry, helping people coming home from jail. Right. And now I've escalated my work to changing the laws and the policy so they could stop locking us up so much. We could free the jails, reduce the prison population. And that's what I always just been on because I know what it's like to have nothing. I know what it's like to be hopeless and to feel like the only way you got is to get to the fast money. You know what I mean? But it took a lot of rough situations to teach me that the turtle always wins the race. You got to be slow and steady. See, that fast money, that fast life only going to lead you into a brick wall. The rabbit always start off fast, but he always ends up in left field or running right into a brick wall, man. So now I learn to live slow and steady, man. I just enjoy having a career to be able to help you.
Right, though. So and I can't hold you. To me, that makes perfect sense. I done seen some things, right? So I grew up on North Side. So
right.
Like you know what I'm saying?
It's Wilmington. It's all Wilmington, you know?
Facts. And don't get me wrong, a beautiful place to be, and if you choose, and if you happen to live in certain areas, listen. Shouts out to Greenville. They living good. I ain't never lived out there.
I can't shout about. I don't know what's South Greenville.
Facts. But I will say that as you came up and you were able to kind of turn it around and really kind of put forth that different effort, how did you get into that activist world? Like, what were you able to do? Like, where'd you start? Like, because I'm sure people don't know how to kind of even move like that.
Yeah, nah, I'm going to tell you, G, the best thing that ever happened to me, man, was Public Allies Delaware. That's right. PADE, P-A-D-E, Public Allies Delaware. They still on and popping. Public Allies Delaware mission is to create nonprofit leaders. You dig what I'm saying? So that whole thing right there, it was allowed me to be able to adjust, so to speak, to learn how to communicate. Because before, when I first got to Public Allies, it was a lot of, you know what I mean, and you know what I'm saying, without really saying nothing. They really taught me how to articulate, how to be able to slow down and really communicate what I'm trying to say. And then once I learned that, I got under the arm of Marla Blunt Carter. For people who don't know who Marla Blunt Carter is, she's a professor at Rutgers University. You know what I mean? She's the sister to our Congresswoman Lisa Blunt Rochester, who are both daughters of Ted Blunt. So when I got under her, she taught me how to grant writing and really how to maneuver in the nonprofit world in Delaware. And being as though I had charges, I had to start from the bottom up. So that's just what I did. You know what I mean? Do Public Allies with 2 years. Then I got a job up Philly because nobody in Delaware would hire me because of charges. But up Philly, I was working a welfare to work program. And one thing I tell everybody, like, when you get a job, for real, your first job, any job, if it got a future to it, you got to put that same energy into working and legal hustles that you put into the streets. So that's what I do with that job. I help everybody, I help all those girls get jobs. Like, no agenda, no angle. Like, nah, get a job, get these resources, make your life better. So when I had that track record and I came back to Delaware, it was easier to get plugged in.
Right.
And after a while, I figured I might as well start my own. So, you know, I got a lot of different lanes that I be working in now.
Nah, that's fire, bro. That's fire, because it makes sense. You know what I'm saying? Like, because people don't realize that the same work effort that you got to put in to get it how you live when you was doing late nights doing whatever, you know what I mean, is the same way that's what you might have to put in to get up. That's it's both sided. So I'm thinking I bumped into you a year ago,
right,
at a rally.
Yeah, override the veto, the marijuana legalization joint.
Man, I bumped into you at like 4 rallies, I think, maybe 2 or 3. But I know Repeal Day is Sunday, and you gonna be there.
What's going down Sunday?
Repeal Day? You gonna be there at Repeal Day?
I don't think I'm gonna be at Repeal Day. Because I'm right now in the lab strategizing. I'm gonna tell you why, man. I got a very good reason too. I'm right now in the lab strategizing, man, because, you know, for the past year or two, as you know, my focus has been smart justice. You know what I'm saying? And we are really very focused on probation reform and things like ending Operation Safe Streets, which got the police partner with probation, like these secret task force. You know what I'm saying? So I'm really trying to put it together so that we can organize and mobilize, man, to really change these laws. But now that you said something, I might have to drive through and at least show my support for Repeal Day Sunday, good brother.
That's a fact. So listen, that's Sunday at Rodney Square, 2 p.m. I'm gonna be out there. You know, I'm gonna say some words because you know why not? I like to push the positivity. You feel me? Listen,
of course.
That's a fact. So,
hey man, we gotta be active out here. That's one thing I say, man. You gotta get active. You gotta be a part of the process. You know what I'm saying? If you just sitting around talking about problems with no solutions, you just complaining. You know what I'm saying? And complaining has never gotten us anywhere, good brother.
That's a fact. See, you sound like you woke. You've awakened. Or matter of fact, wake up, Wilmington. Okay, tell me about it.
I'm trying to wake up the city, bro. And waking up is just all about making smart decisions and knowing how to maneuver so you putting yourself and your family in the best situations and circumstances. You see what I'm saying? Because a lot of people talking heavy and got a whole lot of swag, but they not really living life. They not really living their dreams. They not really doing the things that's in their heart and the visions that they be having. You see what I'm saying? So I'm all about getting real with yourself so you can find your purpose. You know what I'm saying? And that's what Wake Up Wilmington about. Plus, that's all about love, education, and dedication and making a better city and a better world. So you can catch me on Facebook Live every Sunday, 4 p.m. for Wake Up Wilmington. I'm going to hit you with the Black History 365 Fact of the Week. I'm going to hit you with the motivational moment, the hometown hero, politics as usual. Yeah, I'm going to put you deep to what's going on national, state, and local politics. You know what I'm saying? And I got a message to the youth. So that's 4 o'clock every Sunday, Facebook Live. I'm hitting them with Wake Up Woman's. Real talk.
Listen, I'm with you. I'm with you. Listen, I'm a good brother. So check it out, because I peeped the show, right? That's what when it came across, I said, oh, this is fire, because you were really talking about real issues. That's what you wanted to that was the lanes you was going into. You feel me? And it was like, okay, and then you had Sharnae Darby on there, and I was like, that's dope too. Like really kind of digging into the community from an aspect of, hey, this is what we're trying to do for those who want to revamp something. This is how we going to move. You know what I'm saying? Because what we don't realize is we spend a lot of time hating and having no faith in the system, that we don't realize that sometimes we need some of us moving in the system that can help reform some of the system. Like man, bars. I got
you gotta be active.
Yes. And you, my friend, you also were active out Jersey. What was you active out Jersey doing?
This weekend, man, it was major. I'm telling you, it was the Melanin Market's 5th annual Black Business Expo and Fashion Show. It was hosted by Dr. Umar Johnson. I definitely got opportunity grab him, pull him to the side, and say, listen, man, I'm just a real one from Delaware. And if you're a real one about building the people, you might want to rock with me. You know what I'm saying? So he gave me the math. He took the text, you know what I'm saying, this and that. I mean, ain't no hit back yet. He ain't hit me right back. Dr. Umar Johnson, they say, come on, let's go. So, you know what I'm saying? But I was up there and promoting the book, The 4 Keys to Success. I'm telling you, you can get it on Amazon.com, BarnesandNoble.com.
Hold on. We going to get there. First of all, you heard something about that school. He said he's putting the school up somewhere.
Shout out to the Melanin Market, our AC last weekend for the Black Business Expo, man. And shout out to everybody that's watching right now, man. Speak for life, man.
Did you ask Umar about the school?
He said February, man. He's talking about final renovations. In February. Talking about he doing a grand opening in February. A Freedom School, elementary school, open for all kids in Delaware, New Jersey, Baltimore, and New York. He gonna have buses coming from every city, bringing them to the elementary school. That was Dr. Umar Johnson work. And that was before he knew I was from Delaware. He said February. Take it for what it's worth. But I mean, before February they get here, we could be community organizing right there. That's in the heart of the Northeast. We could be doing family reunification right there, right now. You know what I'm saying? We could be teaching people how to build small businesses right there, right now.
That's a fact.
Really, the Marcus Garvey Academy for the Freedom and Liberation of Black folk, I'm telling him he need to get down with the get down.
That's a fact.
Real talk. You come get done, man. Like if you trying to do something real, who is you rocking with if you ain't rocking with us?
Talk about it. You talking that talk. That's a fact.
Hats off to all the real ones. That's doing real things.
To the real.
Spreading these positive vibes in Delaware.
Listen, that's 100. That's 100. So I got you. Because see, right now, I feel like you just giving me all of the keys to success. It's oozing out of you. So tell me about the 4 keys to success, sir.
Man, that is the new book that's on any platform. You can Google it. 4 Keys to Success.
Why do I want to read it? Tell me about it.
Why you want to read it?
Yeah.
Man, it's going to elevate your life to a higher level of success. I'm telling you. It's 4 keys. And the first one is purpose. That's all I can give you. All you got to get the book for the rest, but purpose. Once you get in tune with your purpose, then you'll be able to live life. You'll be able to get off what I call the hamster wheel. See, if you don't know where you're going, then if you don't have a plan to go nowhere, then you ain't going nowhere. You want a hamster wheel, steady moving and not going nowhere. So you got to have a plan and be able to focus on your purpose to be able to elevate your life to a higher level of success. So this book is a quick, easy read. It's 20 pages, but by the time you're done, you'll know how to lay out a success plan for yourself that'll take you to a higher level, good brother.
Okay. You said what's your purpose? You know your purpose?
Yeah, my purpose is to help as many Black people that I can that come from situations that I came from, that grew up in communities that I grew up.
I dig it. I dig it. To elevate your people, as they say.
Yeah, as they say. And that's what I do, whether it's running a program, whether it's writing a book, whether it's doing a motivational mixtape. I'm going to do something to help the people. You know what I'm saying? It's just in me. That's my purpose, bro.
Need more like you, good brother. Need more like you. Listen. By the way, I don't know what the world is doing, but I'm advising you. I don't know if you know, Maya Bilardo and Naj Nicole, they're going to be at the Wilmington Library tomorrow night.
Yeah, that's a nice look. That's a dinner and a show type of night. It's a free event at the library, no registration needed. The library right on 10th Street, 10th and King, the Wilmington Library.
It's going to be crazy. It's going to be
finalist of the TV show The Voice. Soulful singing. Naja Nicole, man. I must definitely slide by Wilmington Library tomorrow.
Oh yeah, see, of course, me be Delaware Music Network, I'm out here. You feel me?
Listen. Right. I can dig it.
Listen, and I sat and I talked with it because you know Wilmington, and it was me and Jay, and you know he Wilmington, and then she knew Cat. I ain't gonna make no jokes because I made jokes before. she almost hit me with something. I don't know what it was. She was just too random. Listen, but it's gonna be a good time. It's gonna be a good time. Also, I got a shout out. Matter of fact, I got a question. Right? So I feel like you had a talent. You used to rap or something? I feel like you make beat. What you used to do?
Nah, I never used to rap. I mean, honestly, G, like I said, I'm from South Bridge, so it was like I was in love with money. I knew how to get money and quickly. You know what I'm saying? So whether I had to talk for whatever, you know what I mean? But I just transformed all that energy, man. So I was never a rapper, but I always got something to say. So one thing I learned and why I created a motivational mixtape is because sometimes people don't always want to take these positive vibes. They feel like I'm preaching to them or something like that. But if I talk over a beat that's familiar or hard or interesting to them, they'll sit back and listen to what I got to say. You know what I'm saying? So I just always been a cool, smooth dude. You know what I'm saying? I know how to get to $1. That know how to get what he want when he want it. But now I just only use that energy for all legal hustles. And I'm not doing nothing to anybody that's not going to empower them or uplift them. You know, one golden rule I go by. Well, the first one is every day is a great day to be alive. But then after that, I say that nobody has a right to make somebody else have a bad day. So you can't bring your stuff to somebody else and mess up what they got going on, interrupt their vibes and how they living because you ain't living right or you ain't sitting right with yourself. You know what I'm saying? So that's just what I go by. That's how I live. You know what I'm saying? That ain't just slick talking. So, but all that came from the opposite of how I was raised. You know what I'm saying? It was like no love. Only the strong survive. Dog eat dog. We all in the jungle. You know what I'm saying? And you got to protect your territory and be able to eat and live. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But when you live the good life, you ain't got to live like that. I like to say, I always knew when I was living that life, when you do dirt, you get dirt. But now I say, when you do good, you can live good, man. So I'm going to do good every day so I can keep living good. You hear me?
That's a fact. That's a fact. People spend too much time trying not to hit the bottom that they don't realize you're supposed to be living up. You feel me? You gotta, you know, it's about elevating. You know what I mean? I'm here for it. I'm here for it. You feel me? All right.
Sure,
all right. So look. But I asked you that, and it makes sense that you kind of hide the medicine in the music. You know what I'm saying. So you put the beat behind it, but you still kind of, I was trying to say, hide the medicine in the dessert. That's how I always thought about it. But that's what for the people. You know what I mean? The reason why I asked you, of course, is because Open Mic Jam Session is going to be next Wednesday. So if you know any musicians, any singers, any rappers, that's going to be at the Queen Open Mic Jam Session. Harvey Rose, Serena Joy, Smooth Wild from Nia J. It's going to be, listen, it's going to be turned up. It's going to be a vibe in the open mic vibe. You know, I'm going to get on there. So, listen, I advise.
Hey, man, I seen the promotions, man, Delaware Music Network, and I ain't know that was you behind the scenes on the behind the scenes. But
it's
you know, I want to get my thing off too. I was looking at it like I ain't no artist, but I got something to say on the mic. You know what I mean? I got something in the crowd.
Listen, it's come through. Listen, I'm trying to tell you. Listen, like I said, it's nowhere near just me. Of course, Joe Gallardo. Listen, Bong, Maya, Bong, Shannon Riley. Listen, don't get me started. Yeah. So listen, that's a fact. I got repeal day and Up in Smoke tickets going to be available. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. Listen, if Up in Smoke is going to be popping towards the end of April, it's a vibe. Okay, it's a vibe.
Hey, yo, man, and I definitely want to make it to that. So when the tickets dropping?
Listen, after the first of the year, bang, tickets on the way after the first of the year. You know what I mean? Catch your vibe. You feel me?
Well, I'm saying before the first of the year, man, all through the next month, I'm trying to tell everybody, if you haven't read the book, 4 Keys to Success, you need to read it. I'm telling you, it's a quick read. Look, it's a quick read. You've never seen a book that looked like this that could change your life. I'm telling you, just take an hour of your time, read the 4 Keys to Success, and you will take your life to a higher level of success by focusing on your purpose in life. And I'm telling you, when you know your purpose in life, everything falls into play. Work, family, leisure, it all lines up, but you gotta be in tune with your purpose.
All the elements. So before we get up out of here, I gotta do what I do. And I always say, if you give me a word, I give you a poem. So give me a word.
Success.
What do you think of success? It sucks. Too much stress. All right. I just want to be success. Okay. Now, okay. All right. I'm thinking. People been telling me that either you're going to be successful or you're going to be a failure for a long time. But in my mind, it don't really work that way. It don't really move that way. A lot of times, even when you fail, you only really fail when you choose to dwell on the parts that didn't matter. See, you can find success in whatever they seem to call a failure as long as you can think about how you can process that for the move after. Too many people go through trials and tribulations and can't find their smile to save them. Therefore, they lost in all the L's that they've taken, but they don't understand that smile can be there and they can still find the laughter if they can breathe for a second. Understand, sometimes you got to stop, you got to pause, because if you keep going too far, your body will make you and it will seize for a second. Now you're trying to figure out how you wound up there, and of course you're looking around like this ain't fair because you're lost in what they call a failure because you fell right there. And am I fair? Dude, I'm only giving you this blank stare because I told you a while ago you can focus on the success if you can learn how to move up from there.
Come on.
I'm out of here. All right, y'all.
Hats off to you, my brother. Much love and appreciation.
Listen, of course, I tip my hat to my man Hanif Salam. You know what I'm saying? 4 Keys to Success. Go and grab yourself one. He making some changes out there in this world. Listen, need more people like you. All right, good brother. I'm gonna holla at y'all. By the way, next week, Delaware Music Network. It's gonna be a soiree on here. I'm having like all the bands for the month, so it's one of those. But for now, I see y'all next Thursday. All right, I holla.